God says, "My child, I have watched you trying to carry the weight of what you do not even understand. You feel something has been taken from you, but you cannot name it. You walk through the days with a heavy heart, and in the quiet of the night, your spirit aches for something you can no longer feel. This message is not a mistake. This moment is not by chance. I sent my messenger, Michael, to find you, because heaven has noticed what earth has ignored. There is a cry rising from your soul, and I have heard it. Something has stolen what I placed inside you. And now I am calling it back. Beloved, listen to me. From the moment you were formed, I placed my light within you. I gave you peace. I gave you clarity. I gave you joy that could not be shaken. But someone, or something, has crept in slowly, and it has drained you. You have been walking through shadows, forgetting how bright your spirit used to shine. You have been questioning who you are, questioning what went wrong, and wondering why things no longer feel the same. I see it. I know the moments when you fake your smile. I know the quiet tears you wipe away so no one sees. You have been under attack, not with swords and fire, but with silence, fear, confusion, and delay. Archangel Michael is crying out to contact you. This is an urgent situation. The enemy of your soul has been whispering lies into your mind, hoping you would stop believing the truth of who you are. My child, you are still mine. You are still chosen. You are still covered. But something has stolen your fire. Something has dimmed your hope. Something has tried to silence your voice. And I am sending my warrior angel to stand beside you now. There are days when you feel like you're disappearing. You move through the hours, but you feel like a shadow of who you once were. The laughter that once came freely now feels forced. The dreams you once chased have gone quiet. But hear me now, this is not where your story ends. I never stopped writing your purpose. I never stopped walking beside you. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was there. Even when you were angry with me, I still guarded your path. I have watched the slow fading of your joy, and today I am saying, enough. I am breathing life into what the enemy tried to kill. The reason this message found you today is because something holy is being restored. The enemy has stolen your time, your clarity, your strength, your laughter, and your sleep. But I am returning it. What was stolen in the dark is being exposed in the light. What was broken in your heart is being mended in my hands. I am not a God who forgets. I am not a father who turns away. You are still in my arms, even if your eyes have not seen me clearly. I have sent Michael to shake the heavens, to call back what was lost, to clear what was clouded, and to protect what is still sacred inside you. My child, do you not see? The heaviness you've been carrying did not come from me. The fear that sits on your chest at night, that is not my voice. The shame that tries to tell you you're not enough, that is not my word. I speak life. I speak hope. I speak restoration. And I am speaking it over you now. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond repair. You are not too late. I made you with eternity in mind, and nothing, nothing, can erase my design. I know the relationships that have drained you. I know the people who pretended to love you while slowly pulling your spirit down. I know the choices you've made in moments of weakness, and I do not condemn you. I cover you. I redeem you. I am still the God who runs to the broken. I am still the God who turns ashes into beauty. Do not let what you lost make you believe you've lost me. I am not far away. I am closer now than ever. There was a time when you believed in miracles. There was a time when you sang to me with joy. There was a time when you would talk to me like a friend. But life grew heavy. People betrayed you. Plans fell apart. Doors stayed shut. And somewhere in the storm, you stopped reaching. But I never stopped watching. I never stopped loving. And I am not finished with you. There is a stirring in your spirit right now, a warmth rising as you hear these words. That is me. That is heaven knocking. The time has come to rise again. I am calling your spirit to attention. Michael stands beside you, sword drawn, wings stretched, and flame in his eyes. He has seen the darkness that tried to make a home in your heart. He has seen the hands that tried to pull you away from your path. And now he is crying out with urgency, not to scare you, but to awaken you. You are still a light in this world. You still have purpose. The plans I spoke over you have not been erased. They were delayed, yes, but not destroyed. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to trust. Trust that I still know how to make a way. Trust that I still part seas. Trust that I still open doors. Trust that I still send angels. Trust that I still speak. I have not stopped sending signs. I have not stopped surrounding you with protection. You are being pulled from the mouth of the lion, and placed back into my promise. There is a spiritual war around you, but you are not alone. The enemy wanted you tired. He wanted you numb. He wanted you distracted and discouraged. But Michael has drawn his sword, and your name is written in flame. Your prayers, even the quiet ones, have reached my throne. Your cries have not been ignored. The tears you shed in secret have been collected like jewels. I see you. I remember you. I restore you. Right now, I am reaching into your heart. I am removing the fear that's been sitting there like a stone. I am lifting the guilt that has been pressing on your soul. I am whispering truth louder than the lies. You are still precious. You are still worthy of love. You are still chosen for greatness. I did not bring you this far to leave you now. Heaven is on your side. Let my peace fall on you now like gentle rain. Let my words fill the emptiness inside you. Let my fire rekindle your hope. Let my love remind you that no matter what was stolen, I am still able to restore it sevenfold. The enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came so that you may have life, and have it in full. You were never meant to live half alive. You were meant to soar. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. The world may not see what I see, but I never take my eyes off you. My plans for you are still yes and amen. My angels surround you now. You may feel weak, but you are stronger than you know, because I am your strength. You may feel lost, but you are already found, because I am your shepherd. You may feel broken, but you are being healed, because I am your healer. Archangel Michael says, "Stand up, child of light. Stand not in your own strength, but in mine." The days of silence are ending. The fog is lifting. The light is returning. What has been hidden will be revealed. What has been delayed will be released. What has been broken will be mended. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I finish what I start. And I started something in you long ago that still lives. Receive my words, not just in your mind, but in your soul. Feel the warmth of my truth melting the cold places. Feel the breath of heaven stirring your heart again. You are not too late. You are right on time. I have waited for this moment. All of heaven rejoices when one soul returns to the truth. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. Now rise, my child. Lift your head. Speak to me again. Walk with me again. I have never stopped walking with you. No power in hell can undo what I have spoken over your life. No shadow can overcome the light I've placed within you. No lie can cancel the truth of your identity in me. If you receive this message, my child, say Amen from your heart. Share this blessing with someone who needs to feel my love. And above all, continue to seek my voice every day. I am always speaking. My child, you heard my words, and something in you began to stir. That stirring is not your imagination. It is the voice of your spirit remembering the sound of heaven. It is the echo of my truth pulling you back into alignment. I have not brought you this far to let you fall again. I am not a man that I should lie. When I say I will restore, I restore completely. When I say I will heal, I heal deeply. I do not only repair what was broken, I make it better than it was before. This is not just your recovery. This is your rebirth. I saw you when you were quiet and tired and smiling for others while secretly aching inside. I saw you giving pieces of yourself to people who did not handle them with care. I saw you loving with a pure heart and being met with silence, betrayal, or distance. And I did not look away. I wept with you. I whispered to your soul in the stillness, hold on. Help is coming. And now help has arrived. Archangel Michael stands with you still. His sword is drawn not just to defend you, but to remind the darkness that you belong to me. No power in hell has permission to claim what I have sealed. You are sealed, my child. Sealed by grace. Sealed by mercy. Sealed by purpose. This is the season of return. Not return to pain, but return to truth. Return to identity. Return to joy. Return to me. The thief that came in the night thought you would not notice. He thought by the time you realized what was missing, it would be too late. But he forgot one thing: I am the God who redeems lost time. I am the God who calls dead things back to life. I am the one who steps into ruined places and rebuilds them into temples of light. Your spirit is not too far gone. It's just been buried under layers of sorrow, of fear, of noise. And I am clearing it all away. I am not disappointed in you. Hear me, there is no shame in your healing. There is no shame in needing restoration. This world taught you to be strong in ways that made you silent. But I never asked you to carry everything. I asked you to cast your burdens onto me. I asked you to trust that I am strong enough for the both of us. Let me hold what is too heavy for you. There were moments when you blamed yourself for what was stolen. You thought, maybe I let it happen. Maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I didn't fight hard enough. But my child, listen. The enemy is cunning. He waits until you are tired. He waits until your eyes are dimmed and your hands are weary. But even in those moments, I was there. You did not lose because you were weak. You were ambushed. But heaven has now risen to respond. I am restoring more than just what was lost. I am restoring what was never allowed to grow. I am breathing life into dreams you buried years ago because others told you they were impossible. I am watering the seeds of potential you've forgotten about. I am waking up gifts that have been asleep inside you. You are not just recovering your past, you are stepping into your true design. Every delay that frustrated you was not wasted. I used those pauses to strengthen your roots. Every door that closed protected you from a path not meant for you. Every silence built a deeper hunger in your spirit to hear me more clearly. And now, you are hearing. Not with just your ears, but with your heart. That is why this message feels like home. It's because your soul recognizes me. You have wondered why things were taken from you. Relationships, opportunities, peace. But not everything that leaves is stolen. Some things are removed by my hand to make room for what is holy. I never subtract without planning a divine addition. What looks like loss is often the doorway to something greater. But I needed your hands to be empty so I could fill them again. Do not chase after what left. If it belonged to your destiny, I would have preserved it. If it was tied to your promise, would have kept it. I remove what distracts. I prune what limits. I shake what must fall so only what is true remains. You are not being punished, you are being purified. I know your heart still aches. Healing is not always fast, and I do not rush what needs time. But trust me in this, I am gentle with you. I will not crush a bruised heart. I will not ignore a whisper of prayer. I know when to hold you close and when to lift you higher. And right now, I am doing both. I am lifting your spirit while cradling your wounds. That is who I am. The enemy tried to steal your confidence, your vision, your praise. But you still have breath. You still have light. And you still have me. That means nothing is truly lost. I am restoring your song. I am rebuilding your voice. I am refilling your cup. And this time, it will overflow. Michael's cry to reach you was not only to warn, it was to awaken. To pull you from numbness. To snatch you from sleep. To remind you that time is moving and you cannot remain where you were. There are blessings looking for you. Doors waiting to open. Angels prepared to deliver answers you stopped praying for. But you must respond. You must awaken your faith again. You must let go of the pain to make room for promise. Do not be afraid to believe again. I will not disappoint you. I do not promise and forget. I do not give and take away without reason. What I allow, I redeem. What I start, I finish. And what I speak does not return empty. My word over your life is still active. Still alive. Still full of fire. This is not just comfort, it is a call. A call to return to me. A call to open your heart again. A call to silence the lies and tune into my truth. The enemy shouted loud for years. But my whisper carries more power than all his noise. My child, I am calling you softly, gently, fully. Come back to me. Return to your first love. Walk in the light again. There is room for you in my presence. There always has been. You are not unworthy. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are my creation, my joy, my vessel. You have more purpose than you know. You have not seen even half of what I intend to do through you. The battles you've faced were not proof of my absence, they were proof of your calling. The enemy does not fight what is weak. He fights what is destined. And you, my beloved, are destined for more. You will rise. You will love again. You will trust again. You will dream again. You will laugh without fear. You will walk in power. You will carry peace. You will break chains, not only for yourself, but for others. What was stolen will be returned, and what was broken will be made whole. And when people ask how you survived, you will say, because God never let go. Even now, I am working behind the scenes. I am aligning what looked scattered. I am restoring what seemed impossible. I am clearing paths. I am speaking to hearts. I am opening eyes. You may not see the full picture yet, but you will. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. I am still your Father. If this message reached your heart, my child, do not ignore it. Let your spirit respond. Say Amen if you receive this restoration. Share this light with someone who has been walking in darkness. And remember always, I am speaking. I am healing. I am calling you home. And I will never stop loving you. My child, if your heart is still trembling, let it tremble in my hands. I am not afraid of your fear. I am not shaken by your doubt. I am not moved away from you by your confusion. In fact, I draw closer. I step toward the cries that others ignore. I bend low when you feel too tired to lift your head. I listen when you can only whisper. And even when your voice is silent, I still hear the sound of your soul. You are not alone in this moment. You are being held. Do not let the enemy make you feel like you missed your chance. There is no expiration date on my mercy. There is no lock I cannot break. No clock I cannot reverse. Even now, I can still do what no one thought possible. I can restore lost years. I can revive buried gifts. I can open paths where there were only walls. You are not too late. You are right on time, for me. I allowed the delay not to punish you, but to prepare you. I was building your strength, shaping your heart, and protecting your future. You didn't always understand what I was doing, but I saw the whole path when you could only see a few steps. And now, I am calling you to walk again. Not in circles. Not back into old pain. But forward, into purpose. I know it hurts to trust again after you've been let down. I know your hands are tired from carrying the weight of survival. I know your heart has scars from places no one else could see. But child, hear me now, I am not like man. I do not lie. I do not leave. I do not grow tired of your tears. I am the one who collects every single one of them. I do not ask for perfect strength, I ask for surrendered weakness. Because where you are weak, I am strong. There are things I want to release into your life, but I cannot pour into closed hands. You've been clenching your fists out of fear, trying to protect what little you feel you have left. But if you will open your hands to me, I will fill them. Not with what you lost, but with what you never knew was possible. I do not repeat what was. I do something new. You are not being called back into pain. You are being called out of it. You are being invited into the light. The thief that tried to steal your identity, your voice, your joy, he will regret touching you. Because what I rebuild, I protect with fire. What I restore, I surround with angels. And what I breathe upon will rise. Archangel Michael has not left your side. He has been assigned to you, not for a moment, but for a mission. And the mission is not over. He has guarded you while you slept. He has warred over you when you didn't even know you were in a battle. And now, He is calling out to you again, not with fear, but with urgency. Because something sacred inside you is waking up. My child, you are more than your wounds. You are more than your past. You are more than what they said, what they took, or what they did not give. You are mine. That is your deepest truth. That is your unshakable foundation. And when you stand on that, nothing can break you. The reason you have felt so lost is because you've been trying to find your way without me. But I was never far. I waited for you at every turn. I stood behind every closed door. I whispered your name through every storm. And now, I am no longer whispering, I am calling. Loud and clear. It is time. Time to rise. Time to reclaim what was stolen. Time to break the silence. Time to speak life again. Time to believe again. Time to walk in what was promised. You are not empty. You are not broken beyond repair. You are full of light, because I placed my breath in you. And no darkness can take that from you. Even when you feel nothing, faith is still working. Even when you hear nothing, I am still moving. Even when you do not understand, I am still good. You may not always feel it, but heaven is fighting for you. You may not always see it, but my plan is unfolding. You may not always recognize it, but your steps are ordered. I go before you. I walk beside you. I surround you completely. The nights when you cried alone, I was there. The moments you almost gave up, I stepped in. The times you thought, there is nothing left in me, I said, there is still everything in me. And I carried you. I carried you when you couldn't walk. I covered you when you felt exposed. I stood when you fell. That is the love I give. That is the grace that holds you now. Some of the people you trusted could not stay. Some of the doors you knocked on did not open. Some of the plans you made did not happen. And that has left you wondering if anything good will come. But I am still the God of good things. I am still the God who turns mourning into dancing. I am still the one who turns ashes into beauty. I am not done with you. There is more ahead. More joy. More healing. More purpose. More life. But you must choose it. You must reach out your hand. You must lift your eyes from the dust and look toward me. I will not force my love on you, but I will offer it freely, fully, forever. Take this as your sign. This moment, right now, is not a coincidence. It is heaven reaching through time and space to meet you. It is my voice finding you in the crowd. It is the light breaking through your darkness. You do not need to understand it all. You just need to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to freedom. Yes to beginning again. And when the lies return, and they will, remember who you are. You are chosen. You are covered. You are called. You are mine. Not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. And I have claimed you as my own. This is not the end of your story. This is the part where everything changes. This is the chapter where the stolen things begin to return. This is the moment where your spirit stands up again. And the enemy trembles when you rise. Because he knows what I have placed in you. He knows what you are called to do. And he knows he can no longer stop you. If this word has touched something in you, don't hide it. Speak it. Declare it. Let your spirit agree. Say Amen if your heart knows this is true. And do not keep this light to yourself. Someone else is walking through the darkness you just came out of. Share this word. Be a vessel. Be a spark. And remember, I have never stopped watching over you. I have never stopped choosing you. I have never stopped loving you. And I never will. You are mine. And I am with you, now and forever. My child, you are still listening, and that alone is a sign of your strength. Not the kind of strength the world demands, the strength to keep pretending, to keep performing, to keep smiling when your heart is breaking, but the true strength that heaven sees. The strength to be still. The strength to be honest. The strength to let your spirit listen for something higher than the noise. And because you are still listening, I am still speaking. The enemy hoped you would walk away by now. He hoped you would close your heart and return to silence. He thought if he distracted you long enough, you would forget who you are. But you are remembering now. Something inside of you is waking up, like a flame that was never fully put out. And now I am breathing on that flame. Not to burn you, but to bring you back to life. The years you thought were wasted will become the years that carry your greatest wisdom. The pain you thought would never leave will become the place where compassion overflows. The sorrow that nearly crushed you will become the soil where new joy grows. Nothing has been wasted in my hands. Even what was meant to destroy you is becoming part of your testimony. You will not just survive. You will thrive. There is a light around you, my child, and that light is not from the outside. It is from within. It is the light I placed in you before you took your first breath. And even when the storms of life tried to cover it, it never went out. That light is your truth. That light is your purpose. That light is the reason darkness fought so hard to reach you. But it cannot have you. I have already claimed you as my own. Archangel Michael says you are covered. The assignment that was formed against you is now broken. What tried to tie you down has lost its grip. What tried to silence you will now witness your rising. The enemy's plan has failed because I have stepped in. I have drawn the line, and I have said, no more. No more lies. No more confusion. No more delay. What I have spoken over you will not return void. You thought you were invisible, but I have seen you the whole time. You thought your tears were wasted, but I caught every single one. You thought your prayers were unanswered, but they were being stored for the right time. And my child, this is that time. I am opening doors that no man can shut. I am breaking chains that have been in your family for generations. I am restoring your voice so that you can speak again, sing again, pray again, dream again. The fire that the enemy tried to drown in sorrow is rising with power. The light that darkness tried to smother is shining brighter than ever. And nothing can stop what I have ordained. You are not walking into the future alone. I go before you. I walk beside you. I surround you with angels. I cover you with grace. You will not fall where I have called you to stand. You will not break where I have strengthened your spirit. You will not be defeated, because I have already written your victory. Every step you take toward me, I take 1,000 toward you. Every time you call my name, I am already near. I do not need perfection to move in your life, I need your permission. And right now, I am asking you to open the door of your heart once more. Let me in, not just into the easy places, but into the painful ones. Into the shame. Into the questions. Into the places you've kept hidden, even from yourself. I am not afraid of your wounds. I do not turn away from your doubts. I do not grow tired of your prayers. I am the same God who carried you as a child. The same God who protected you when you didn't know you were in danger. The same God who called you before anyone else could name you. And I have not changed. My child, you are being called into greater things. You were not made to stay small, silent, or stuck. You were made to rise, to shine, to walk boldly in the purpose I placed inside you. I am calling you to be the light in your family, the peace in the chaos, the one who breaks the cycle, the one who says, "It ends with me." And I will give you all the strength you need. The same enemy who tried to destroy you will have to watch you rise. The same people who overlooked you will see the favor that rests on your life. The same places that rejected you will one day need the very light you carry. But do not let pride take root in your healing. Stay close to me. Stay humble. Stay listening. Because it is not by your strength that these things will happen, it is by mine. You will no longer feel lost. I am placing you back on holy ground. You will no longer feel forgotten. I am calling you by your name. You will no longer feel cursed. I am blessing you in the presence of every lie that tried to hold you down. You are not who you used to be. You are not who the world tried to label you. You are who I say you are. And I say you are redeemed. I know it still hurts sometimes. I know you still have questions. But you don't have to know the whole path to take the next step. Just take it with me. Let me guide you through the unknown. I will not lead you where my grace cannot sustain you. I will not call you out unless I intend to carry you through. The voice of shame may try to return. The voice of fear may try to follow. But my voice will be louder. My truth will go deeper. My love will surround you like a shield. I will remind you again and again, you are mine. And nothing can take you from my hands. This is your turning point. This is your shift. This is the answer to prayers you forgot you prayed. This is the door you thought was forever closed, now opening. This is the moment the heavens declare, it's time. And if your spirit agrees, speak it. Say, Amen, from your heart. Not just with words, but with faith. Share this word with someone who feels as lost as you once did. Let them know they are not alone. Be the light for someone else. Be the voice that says, God is still speaking. Be the sign they have been waiting for. And never forget, my child, I am not far. I am near. I am with you. I am for you. And I always will be. You are loved. You are protected. You are chosen. And I will never stop fighting for you. Amen.